versus when people talk private versus public, it's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Do both.
So, well,
I guess all the time.
When it comes to driving, though, you can't really do that, right? You either need to have a driver's license and certificates of titles and registrations, or you.
Well, fine, but if you're public and you have a certificate of title, you've split ownership on the title. The state has legal ownership, and you have equitable ownership. That's also a great position to be in as well, because then every single time anything happens to you that doesn't benefit you, you sue the state and you say, trustee, legal owner of said vehicle, trustee, I'm not being benefited by having to pay registration. I'm not being benefited by having to pay insurance. I'm not being benefited by having to pay for gas. Because the thing is that the way that it's structured is they own the car and you're entitled to the profits of using it as a motor vehicle. So the thing is that if you're entitled to the profits of using it as a motor vehicle, that means you don't need to pay any of the expenses on it. You don't own the goddamn thing. It doesn't fucking benefit you at all. So sue the city every single time you have to pay for gas.
Yeah. No, I heard you explain that before, and I was like, I almost feel like that's the better option.
I'm from Tennessee, and this is the Tennessee code. If you look at your registration, it's on your registration. At the bottom, the start of that little paragraph at the bottom of your registration, the code is on there. The code is on there. When you register your car is no longer yours. When you buy it up front, it's yours. But then when you register it and get that tag put on it, it becomes the state's vehicle. And at that point, you become an employee of the state. So anything you do in your car, they can pull you over and take you to jail. Because you were an employee of the state. But all this driving around you've been doing, you've been putting gas in your car, you're supposed to be getting paid for that. And you can sue them. You can sue them. When two or more people conspire to injure, oppress, threaten, or intimidate a person in any state, territory, or commonwealth, this is what they do. When they pull you over and take you to jail for traveling in your own vehicle, because they co-signed it when you, you have the right to travel. So by them making you register your car and you being the co-signer on the registration of your car, because they give you a certificate of registration. Look at that Tennessee code. You get a certificate of registration, so it's not the real registration. You are the co-signer. The state keeps the real registration because they're the owner of that vehicle.